right. I I hate to do this. All right, if loving you is wrong, fans. Look, first of all, please, before you go in the comments and go, Jeremy, see, I knew that last video you did about should Tyler Perry do a season 6, that was clickbait because you said that was going to be your last if loving you is wrong video for a long time until we got news or if you had a cast interview. Technically, this video is not about if loving you is wrong. It's actually something that was brought up in my last live stream. And if you don't want to miss out on live streams, well, to be honest, sometimes I do them at like 3 a.m., so I don't know when I'm doing it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out when I post new content like live streams. Give this video a thumbs up and follow me on social media. Links are in the description. And taxes are due in like 24 hours, and yeah, kind of got to pay stuff, which sucks. So if you want to help a brother out, you can donate on Cash App, PayPal, or join Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But more to the point of this video, a topic of discussion came up because honestly, like I said, I wanted to put the subject to bed, kind of like too close to home. I'm done talking about it. I've talked till I've been blue in the face, and I'm over it. Like, I know it sucks. I mean, the way If Loving You Is Wrong ended was the equivalent of Ash Ketchum losing the Kalos League in the finals, where Mega Charizard X defeated Ash Greninja after all the hype, all the promotion, Ash making it to the finals for the first time, and he loses. Yes, it was great that he won the Alola League and became a Pokemon League champion for the first time, but that does not take away from the hurt that was the Kalos League. But in a non-anime world, because I know some people did not understand that reference or wonder why, Jeremy, why the hell are you talking about Pokemon? But in the world of Tyler Perry, I thought about it. It was just kind of a joke during the live stream, but I kind of took it a little bit seriously because I really thought about it some more. I don't want an If Loving You Is Wrong continuation unless it's just one season or like a handful of episodes. Like, you know how OWN has for some reason has this thing going on where sometimes they'll do seasons now that are like 8 to 10 episodes. Maybe that's all we need, but for If Loving You Is Wrong, I would love a conclusion. But if we never got that, kind of like Tyler Perry's, I don't know why this is happening on BET, but there's a lot of trends going on where you have a main series and then like a spin-off or a series that's kind of on its own, but kind of a counterpart to, you know, like, for example, you got The Oval, but then you have Ruthless, which is labeled as a spin-off, but at the same time it's really connected to the story, even though the timelines don't make damn sense at all. And I got an entire video breaking that down. And then you have Sisters, and then you have the male counterpart, which is Bruh. And Andy did make a 1-episode appearance, but then again, that doesn't fully confirm if both shows are connected. But I did another video talking about those shows being connected, so check that out as well. But more to the point, if Tyler Perry really wanted to, you had If Loving You Is Wrong, and this was really going back to thinking about the Oh So Right reunion special. And I just have a question. If there's anyone from the OWN network or Tyler Perry Studios watching this, how come you had the Greenleaf like going up yonder reunion, well, not reunion, but special? And I'm not complaining, I'm just asking. You had that on the OWN YouTube channel. And then when it came to the Oh So Right reunion for If Loving You Is Wrong, you had different clips and segments of it available to watch. But to my knowledge, I never saw that the full special was uploaded. Is there a certain reason for that? Because if not, put the dang thing on there so people can see it. But when I was looking at that reunion, it really just brought home that, yeah, I know this series was based off the Single Moms Club, I believe is the name of the movie. So it was definitely a female-driven show, and the guys just kind of made a brief cameo, and that was it. So kind of like what you did with Sisters and Bruh, why not, where you have If Loving You Is Wrong, why don't you have either a spin-off series or just an entirely new series, which is a similar premise to If Loving You Is Wrong, but it can be its own thing. Now, it doesn't have to be fully connected to If Loving You Is Wrong, but once again, kind of like Sisters is a female-driven show about the lives of, 4 women being the main characters and their ups and downs in love, life, and their career fields and friendship. And then you have the pretty much the same thing going on, but for 4 bruhs, 4 guys in the male driven series. You have the Luther Ingram song, If Loving You Is Wrong, and then the back half of that iconic line is, I don't want to be right. So the name of this new series could be, I don't want to be right. So I think that in this show, you should have, how many main characters were there in If Loving You Is Wrong? When I say main characters, I mean like the women. Because I mean, Alex was without a doubt the main character. But okay, Alex, Marcy, Kelly, Esperanza, Natalie. So in I Don't Want to Be Right, you can have 5 main characters who are males, and you can talk about the struggles of, being, not just being a male, but the ups and downs of relationships where some of the guys could be married, some could be in a relationship, some of them could be engaged, some of them could be single. When I say some, I don't differentiate the numbers. Tyler Perry could work that out. Like, there'll be maybe 2 guys who are married, one guy, one guy who's married and he has kids, one guy who's kind of like a newlywed, maybe he's been married for a couple of years, another guy who's about to get engaged, and then you have the wild card, the guy who's pretty much just smashing women, no commitments or anything. So I feel like that could be the premise, a male-driven version of If Loving You Is Wrong. Or if, again, Tyler Perry just wants to see if he can have lightning in a bottle more than one time, I Don't Want to Be Right could just be either the continuation of If Loving You Is Wrong, or another series that's, again, has a group of females and their stories. But I Don't Want to Be Right, I think, could be a hit. And Tyler Perry, since I came up with the idea, but then again, the quarantine was long, so he probably already wrote a new series that I don't even know about. So that kind of sucks. Give a brother a cameo. But then again, with all this COVID stuff going on, I will risk it. Look, I've been locked away in my room for almost 3 years doing this YouTube thing. I want to come out. I want to come out and have some fun. No, I'm just joking. I do grow at the grocery shop about once a week, if that. I don't know. But I think this could be fun, honestly. Because like I said in my video where I talked about season 6, Tyler Perry doing this thing is like, no looking back, because he's so successful with his new projects on Viacom. What's the point of going back and continuing If Loving You Is Wrong and whatnot? But you can make the argument, well, Jeremy, he's bringing back House of Pain for the second time because he did with The Pains Unknown. Now he's bringing back House of Pain for BET. So technically speaking, he could definitely revisit If Loving You Is Wrong if he so desired, and a fan demand. And trust me, the fan demand is there. So maybe it's like Tyler Perry saw the fan backlash and the demand for a continuation now. So maybe if that same kind of energy is present for the next 1 to 2 years, I could see him doing another series. But I'm not holding my breath, but I think it would be a great idea. So what do you think of my radical new solution of I Don't Want to Be Right? I think that would be a sick title for a show, because I mean, If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. I think those shows could go hand in hand. Now, you could also say, well, Jeremy, I Don't Want to Be Right. That could be a great way of finishing off the storylines for If Loving You Is Wrong. Yes, but I would rather this be kind of its own thing. Maybe some tidbits of If Loving You Is Wrong in there in terms of story, but at the same time, this show could be its own thing. And if he does do it, I Don't Want to Be Right, Tyler Perry could make it right by making this show what If Loving You Is Wrong wasn't, a conclusive story that goes from start to finish, a complete story from start to finish. So like I said, this video didn't really have all of the things that you might think would be a pitch idea to like a producer or director, but remember, this was a spur of the moment topic of discussion during the live stream. So if you have any ideas like, hey Jeremy, here's something that can go into the show, just throw it in the pot. And by the pot, I mean the comment section. And by pot, like I said earlier, PayPal, Cash App, or Patreon. But yeah, I guess with that being said, this is truly the final video I'll be doing on anything If Loving You Is Wrong related until some new news breaks out. But Tyler Perry, let me know, what do you think of this idea? Any of the If Loving You Is Wrong cast, what do you think? I don't want to be right. That'll be, and the If Loving You Is Wrong theme song didn't have any lyrics. It was like, dun, 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 dun. And then I remember when the show first came out, I think during the promotional trailers, it was Ariana Grande's One Less Problem. That was kind of like the song in the trailer. So I wonder what this could be. I don't want to be right. I don't know. Look, it's not my job to write because I don't get paid for it. yet, unless I get hired, which would be cool. Tyler Perry Studios is reopened. Y'all following safety procedures, so let me holler at you, Tyler, or anybody that works there. If not, that's cool. Hope y'all give the video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you all soon. I don't wanna be right.